Hello.
And welcome to
The Family Bob and Enya.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. Look, we're all Halloweeny because it's not Halloween.
No.
But we've just come back several months ago from 2 Halloween on the High Seas cruises on the Disney Magic.
Yes.
A 3-night and a 4-night back-to-back.
That's
and
it.
we're going to tell you about the differences and our opinions on
A 3 versus a 4-night Halloween on the High Seas cruise.
Yeah. So stay tuned if you're thinking about booking a Halloween on the High Seas cruise, because you might be doing that for this year.
Maybe.
They're not out for
They're
next.
fun.
They're fun. So if you're thinking about doing that, watch our video and we'll tell you that you should maybe book one over the other. We'll be back after this intro. Hello and welcome back from the intro, where we're going to tell you about 3 versus 4-night cruises for Halloween on the High Seas. So first of all, Enya,
I'm sorry, I'm just getting over this persona. It's great.
what
Game show host. It's like, I'm ready. You want to win some things? We'll make it happen.
I think it was the crowd. It was clapping, and then I'll go for another ad break. Ad break coming in. That I don't know what ad breaks do what they want.
We're a bit hyper today.
Woo! So Anya, tell us, what is a Halloween on the High Seas cruise?
A Halloween on the High Seas cruise, Bob, is a cruise with Disney. Obviously, it's a Disney cruise where they celebrate Halloween.
Where they have Halloweeny things. Would they have certain characters dressed in their Halloween outfits, Anya?
Yes, they will.
Would they do trick-or-treating?
Yes, they will.
Would they have special Halloween events for maybe for children and for adults?
Yes. Yes, they will.
Maybe depending on the cruise.
Which is what we're going to talk about. So, we did a 3-night and we did a 4-night. We did a back-to-back. And basically, it was very interesting to see the comparisons of them.
Yeah.
Have we done... Yes, we did do another 3-night because we did when we were on the Dream.
On the Dream. We've done, this will be our 5th Halloween on the High Seas cruise. So we've done a week-long one and we've done a 4-night one. So it was our first 3-night.
Yeah.
And then a 4-night we've done as well. But...
How's it our 5th one then?
4th one.
4th one.
We've done 4.
Yeah.
Ignore that. We will do another one. Maybe. We will actually. We've just not done a trip announcement yet. I think so.
No, we're not.
Oh, we're not. It's after. They moved it. Anyway. We've done a 3-night before, but it wasn't a Halloween on the High Seas night. Halloween on the High Seas cruise.
No.
And it was not nearly as mental.
No, it
So,
wasn't.
first of all, anyway, Enya's got some stuff written down in her book. Before I get too excited and jump into it.
He's just gone. He's just gone. Okay, first things first. A 3-night versus a 4-night. A 3-night is much more crowded.
Yes.
We certainly felt it. It was so much more rushed. There was just people everywhere. There was a lot more kids that could play well for you or against you.
The 3 nights are generally over the weekend. They're Friday to Monday, and the 4 nights are Monday to Friday. So if you're got school, got work, got etc., it's easier for you to do a 3-night.
Yeah. So there is a lot more kids. That could be good for you if you have little ones that you're wanting there to be a lot of kids. They can hopefully make friends at the kid zones. If you are childless millennials or a childless family or just grandparents, or if you are just cool fun Disney people who are going there by themselves without little ones, you may want it to be slightly less kids around, just so it's a bit more chill. The 4-night is generally going to be more that way.
Also, I think the 3-nighter has a lot of first-time cruisers, or more than the 4-night, because people will say, well, I'll just try it out. And also, like I said, it's over the weekend, so it's easier. Say you lived in Fort Lauderdale, which is where we sailed from, it's quite easy to jump on and jump off, and you only take, you know, a half day off work for the Monday type thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you just express walk off,
you could probably even go to work.
Just get there.
Yeah, so that might be a benefit, but there isn't that much price difference between the two.
No,
they're normally quite similar in prices.
Yeah, when it comes to a day by day breakdown as well, it's generally very similar. But yeah, so it is going to be a lot more crowded. When it's a lot more crowded, you're therefore having a lot more of a difficult time to get to those special Halloween things, because everyone's going for those Halloween things, and there's more people, so there's going to be more queues.
There's more people, and you have a day less to do them. So if you've got, say, 2 opportunities to meet Mickey in his Halloween outfit rather than 3, and there's more people, it's going to be much harder to do, or the queues are going to be much bigger.
Exactly. But yeah, that's kind of just it. It's just there is more people. Sorry to tell you. Difference between 3 and a 4 night, which I think is the big thing about doing, if you're like, oh, do I do a Halloween on the high seas for a 3 night? Halloween on the high seas on a 3 night cruise, you do not have a separate Halloween day.
No.
So if you do a 4 night or longer, there will be like a specific day that is deemed your Halloween day. They'll do Halloween things throughout the cruise. Usually they'll do the lighting of the pumpkin tree on like the first night, and they'll have bits and pieces, but there's one specific day that's when you have the masquerade party, that's when you have the trick-or-treating, that's where you will see all of the characters out in their Halloween gear, and they'll generally be out in their Halloween gear for the entire day.
And and the ambiance of the ship changes. They play Halloween music, and the lighting's a bit different, and all that kind of stuff. So and all of the cast members have got their Halloween costumes and things on as well. So they didn't actually have proper costumes this year.
They just had shirts.
But they had shirts, so everything then changes to be linked towards Halloween.
Yeah.
Which you said in the 4 night is they have that. On the 3 night they don't have that.
Yeah, exactly.
They do have bits of it, but it's intermingled with
Pirate Night.
Pirate Night.
That took me a minute. Yes, on a 3 night cruise, Pirate Night and Halloween will be combined.
Yeah.
Because of that, you will end up missing out on things.
On both things, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you'll miss out on Pirate Night things, and you miss out on Halloween things, and you have to pick. Some people will pick to be dressed as pirates, some people will pick to dress as Halloween characters, and the cast members have to wear both. So they'll have a piratey bit, then they'll quickly go and change and be a Halloweeny bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of confusing.
It's also, you have a show that night as well, because there's only 3. There's normally 3 stage shows.
Yep.
And if you're on a 3 night cruise, there's one every night.
Yeah.
So on your Halloween / pirate night, you also have a show, and if you want to see that show and you want to go to dinner, it's kind of like you can't do everything. You have to pick what you want to do. It's
difficult. It's in the in-between bit between the 2 dinners, which means that if you're in any way delayed after dinner, or like if you have gotten out and you're in port, I feel like a lot of people, if it's on a day where you've been in port and then you're waiting to go out because you want to go to the shops and things like that, a lot of people will kind of usually go and buy things in that in-between gap between the 2 dinners, because usually it's you go to your show, then you have your little bit of in-between bit, and you go and you do your shopping, and then you go to dinner
as well.
Yeah. Is when you're on the late dining. If you're on the early, you do early dining, then you'll have the gap, and then you have the show.
Yeah.
In this case, this gap now gets filled with Mickey's Masquerade Party,
which is super fun.
It's a lot of fun, and then you would either go to dinner or you would go to your other show, and then after that you then have the fireworks at 10 o'clock.
And the Mickey's Pirates in the Caribbean show.
Not on all of them.
Not on all of them?
No.
Oh.
So on some cruises you'll have the fireworks show, and then you will have a separate pirate show as well.
I understand what you're saying. So on the Magic, and I think the Wonder does the same shows, doesn't they?
Well,
I don't really know, actually.
The Wonder won't always do a pirate night depending on where it's sailing from.
True. Okay. So anyway, on the Magic, we've not been on the Wonder yet.
No.
In your face. But on the Magic, there is then Mickey's Pirates in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
On the Dream and the Fantasy, they have a different fireworks show and then...
They have Buccaneer Blast.
Buccaneer Blast.
And then they have Mickey and Minnie's Pirates in the Caribbean.
Oh, so maybe that's not called. Maybe the Magic Swan's not called that.
It's the fireworks show.
Okay, they have the fireworks show. Anyway, the one on the Dune Fant is really fun.
Yeah.
But we're comparing it on the Magic because that's what we were.
Anyways, the thing is that if you are on a 3-night, you will have your masquerade party in the middle, and then you will have the fireworks for Pirate Night.
Yeah.
If you are on a 4-night cruise, you will have 2 showings of the masquerade dance party.
Yeah.
So you are therefore not limited to it just being one show. There isn't as many people because obviously there's 2 shows, you get split up.
Yeah.
And then you will have your Pirate Night on a separate night.
Yes.
Also because of this, on your Halloween/Pirate Night, the characters will be in Halloween, then they may switch to Pirate, they may not switch to Pirate, they may stay in their Halloween gear. It limits the amount of time that you have to go and get your photos of them with them in their specialty outfits. When it's a 4-night cruise, you have your separate Pirate Night, they're just in their pirate gear.
Yes, and the Pirate Night is super fun.
It is
I really like Pirate Night. And the cruise we were just on, we went to Lighthouse Point and then had Pirates/Halloween Night straight afterwards.
Yeah.
Which, if you've watched our previous video about the pros and cons of Lighthouse versus Castaway, you'll know that Lighthouse, you get back on the ship a bit late. So if you've been to the island because you want to check out the new island, you then get back late because you've been experiencing all your stuff.
Yeah.
You then have to try and squeeze in Pirate Night and Halloween and dinner and the show. I think that if you are doing this and it's your first or your second or your third cruise, you have to just go, I need to not expect to do everything.
Yeah.
Because it is rammed.
It is.
Or go on a 4-night cruise and then you get a separate day, because Pirate Night is so much fun. Pirate Night is one of my favourite nights.
I love Pirate Night.
The characters are always so fun in their pirate outfits, and you can chat to them and just do pirate things. We went on a little quest to go around and see if we could get anyone to join our crew.
Yeah.
Which we did get some to join our crew, and you also agreed to join someone else's crew.
2 crews.
Yeah, Captain Hook tried to take Enya and his crew, but not me, so I challenged him to a captain's challenge, which is a reference from the Dream on Fancy pirate ship.
He loves Pirate Night.
Pirate Night's so good.
He loves Pirate
And then
Night.
they always have the pirate music playing, which is so much fun. And they normally have a pirate menu, which they, for dinner, on the 4-night or longer, Pirate Night will have a pirate menu, which we've only done once.
Yes.
Because there's so many things to do on Pirate Night, we normally skip dinner.
It's also not our favourite menu.
Most people are not that keen on it,
No.
to be honest.
But it's fun.
Yeah, and I think
touch.
it might be good. Some of the stuff does look quite good.
Yeah.
We maybe will go again, we maybe won't. But in Pirate Night, there's so much to do, so we always choose to skip dinner for that.
Another point, it doesn't relate to us, but it would relate to any people who are getting the photo package.
Oh yes.
So, photo package is offered up on Disney Cruise Line. Therefore, you are able to go and everyone's able to get photos at these different areas, but you will have to buy them. So basically, you can go and they will have screens set up of different things. So they will have Pirate Night themed ones, then they will have Halloween themed ones. On your 3-night, you don't get both. You just get the Halloween themed ones. So if you've then bought the photo package and you've decided that you wanted to dress up as pirates because it's Pirate Night, you're not going to get the pirate themed backdrops that you would do if you were on a 4-night cruise. So this is something that doesn't really relate to us, but I know a lot of people really enjoy going and getting their photos done there and having the backdrops. Like they do like a ship, and they do
some of them do look quite good.
They do like one, and I think it's with loads of treasure, and like loads of people go and they get like all the family dressed up, and they're great photos.
Yeah, and then they do them with Jack Sparrow and stuff in the front of them and things like that.
Yeah.
So it does look quite fun. But the foot pass is really expensive. Yeah. So we've not done it.
But then that's it. So then you're missing out on something there.
Yeah.
Something that is relevant to us is that on a 4-night cruise, when you have a separate Halloween night, you get a thing called Halloween Isn't Just for Kids.
Which it's not.
which is not. So you get a special performance from some of the entertainment crew. They do a costume contest, which is a lot of fun. They don't do that on a 3-night. You will also see that on the 4-night Halloween High Seas cruise, there was a lot more Halloween activities. There was Halloween trivia. There was Halloween tunes being played at the piano bar. There wasn't that on the 3-night.
No, they don't have time.
Because they just don't have time to be able to get through everything.
Yeah.
So again, you're missing out on that.
And I think the Halloween's not just for kids is quite fun because a lot of the grown-ups are like, well, I want to enter that.
Yeah.
So they make a lot of effort in the costumes.
It's so much fun to see everyone in all of their costumes.
So everyone's properly gone for it. And there's a lot of people who like really, really want to win this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. But yeah, so that's another thing that you do unfortunately miss out on.
And I think because of that, the cast members have so much more, or the crew member, we're never really sure. They've got so much more to do because they're running around more. They've got to get changed more because of all of the different outfits. There's they're trying to squeeze in more of the stuff in that period of time, so it's more mental for them. So they've got less time to sort of just hang out and chat to you. And the first night, the first cruise we were on, it was kind of everyone was running around. The second time, you get to know people a lot more. They spend more time just relaxing,
being able to chat
chatting, and just having a laugh and taking your pictures in the atrium if you've got really cool Halloween outfits, things like that.
Very much appreciated that. But yeah, you can just feel like the breath of relief from all of the crew as soon as it goes from a 3 to a 4. They're just like, oh, I can breathe a little bit. And like we did speak to some of the crew members and they did just say it's like the 3 nights are busy. They're busy and they can be a bit crazy for them. So yeah, it's like it's just there's just so much going on. So what I would kind of say out of this, because these are kind of all the points that we had, what I would say out of this is that if you are wanting to go on a Halloween on the High Seas cruise, I would try and do a 4-night or more to get the full experience of it. If it is something that you are not able to afford or get time off for, I would honestly just try and get a 3-night cruise. I wouldn't bother with the Halloween element of it.
I 100% agree with that. I think a 3-night cruise where you can do part of night properly, meet the characters, and would be better than a Halloween on the High Seas cruise where you're sort of half doing everything. You're better to focus on, you know, the one thing you want to do properly rather than sort of doing everything a little bit. You know, only half doing a lot of stuff. So I think that's the way to do it. I agree. But if you really want to do Halloween,
who are we to stop you?
Yeah, and you can only do a 3-night. You do that. You do you, and you live your life. This is just our opinions.
Just be prepared that you're not going to be able to get everything done.
Pick the things that you want to do.
Exactly.
Because otherwise, you can't do everything.
Yeah. But I mean, this is it. You enjoy your life however you want to. All we can do is give you some advice and our experiences on it. And that would be what we would suggest.
And as long as you book yourself onto Disney cruises, you're going to have a good time.
Yeah, exactly. You'll always have a fun time, no matter what. It's just that if you go on a 3-night, you'll always say, it was too short.
Yeah, I really wish it was longer. And even a 4-night, I think it's too short for us now.
Well, that's because we're spoiled when we did a 7-night cruise straight after that.
Our first cruise was a 7-night, and then we went for 4, and we were like, it was good, but it's too short. And then we did a 4, and it was good, but it was too short. And then we did 2 back-to-backs, 3s and 7s. 3s and 7s? 3s and 4s. And we're like, it can't be any shorter than that. That's what we think.
Oh.
Hashtag spoiled. Hashtag living our best lives.
Hashtag
real
the mouse is in charge of my bank account.
That's really, Alright, so with that, that's our thoughts on Halloween. If you decide to book a Halloween on the High Seas cruise for the upcoming cruise year, September, October time, I assume they're just September, October.
Yeah,
unlike
generally.
The Halloween parties where they're into like June and things like that. So then write a comment, subscribe, and then share our video with everyone that you talk to about the cruise. Because they'll want to know as well the highs and the lows and the
maybe they will. Who knows? Oh, anyways, hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've gotten a little bit of something that can help you out from it. Because We just like talking about cruise line.
Yeah, cruise line's good. Anyway, so we'll leave it there and we'll move on to whatever video we're doing next, because it's a little while before the next holiday.
Sadness. That's sad.
But they will be good, so look forward to that. See you later.
Bye.